Hi, my name is Arun, but you may know me as GoProMan on YouTube and on other social media. I love exploring places on my Duke 200, capture it the way it happened, and post it for my viewers. If you haven't heard about me, try giving a search. I hope Google doesn't disappoint me.
Mostly, like when in my childhood, I used to like travel places. Like most didn't had a bike. Used to like go new places, even around my home with my friends and stuff. So then, when I got the bike, I actually got to know that actually I can go to places like a lot of which is not really accessible, or which is like mostly outside the city. And I hate the city. I normally want to go to the as countryside as possible. So one thing I'm on my bike is it just actually makes me happy. That's the one thing and whenever I find something new places, so that's when actually I get happy, and that's why I mostly ride. I couldn't find a proper answer yet. Even though I thought of about it like a lot of time, many of the time I have to write something, but I never got the perfect answer for me. But I love to ride, and I want to actually get out of like get out on my bike. That's one thing. I never felt that actually feel of riding on a bike as much as in car. Like car, you don't feel the wind, you don't feel anything. That adrenaline is not there actually. In bike, that's what actually it's all like you're connected like kind of like a raw power. You're connected to the road, kind of like you feel everything, the nature, the rain, and whatever these things. But on car, it's mostly you're isolated within a box. I love rain rides actually. I wanted to go out on rain, and whenever I went out on rain, I couldn't take photos, or I couldn't savor that memory. So at that time, then friends suggested there's a camera which actually you can take it out on the rain as well, and you don't have to actually stop each and every place. It either takes a time lapse or it takes a video. And that's when I bought a GoPro, and then started recording. I just made one video. That's when we went to Skandagiri. The reason that if in future, if I couldn't ride, in future in the sense like maybe at 60, 70, if I'm not able to ride, then at least I could like find a place where I could, play my videos, take a chill beer or something and sip and watch all my rides back again. So that's one of the reasons. I used to make 2 copies of video earlier. One for the YouTube, one for the longer version, which is like the entire ride, and then I used to keep them, but now I don't do it. It's too much work. But that's how actually YouTube story started. Was of course the Rajasthan Gujarat ride. That's like the one of the best ride I did, and I didn't know that I could do something like a 16-day ride. So that was like a starting point, and that's what actually got good amount of like viewers for the channel as well, which actually kind of like went viral on Saturday. And other one was Ladakh ride. That's about the biggest ride which I did so far. And the other one is the rain ride. That's like very personal to me. We did like a 3-4 day ride which was entirely on rain. It's like every day it was raining. I was wearing the same wet socks for all 4 days, all wet clothes and all wet jacket and everything. Next day morning we'll wear wet socks and we'll ride again in rain, like 4 days continuous. It's amazing. I went to kind of like same like the In Search of Unknown Land. So I went to one village which was like, it was like a lot of dirty, everything was dirty, and it's like nothing was proper there. Like all drainage was blocking, and villagers were sitting on both sides. I normally I don't think too much. I just go, and then I thought that I'll find some other way to go. I don't come on the same route because I always think that okay, they have time to think now. They saw a biker and they might think later on like do something. Or they don't normally they don't. But and that day I went. I couldn't find any other way to get out, so I had to come on the same way. So while coming, they actually kind of like they stopped and they saw the cameras and everything. They were like, are you from TV channel? Like, no, I'm not from TV. I mean, but they kept insisting. Then I had to say that I have a YouTube channel. Okay, they don't know YouTube. They know that channel. Okay, there's some news channel, and they are like, see this, all these villages, nobody is coming here. Or like, they were angry. They were. I mean, they had to. They genuinely angry because it was so bad. The village condition was so bad. They one guy was like, did Modi send you to here? I was like, I knew that it was actually kind of getting tensed, more and more tense. So more people are gathering around. There are like one guy is like full angry. See the drainage is here. You go and tell them this. And I tried to kind of, okay, I'm not actually kind of that channel. Mine is like mostly travel. They won't understand. I mean, of course, they haven't heard of any of that, right? So somehow I knew that it's kind of get escalating, so I just said, okay, I have to go now. I'll tell them. I just rode away. I mean, that time it was scary. Now I think it's funny. Don't actually think too much about like possibilities of making it or happening. See, the way I actually get into it is just it happened. So if you're thinking too much about like planning stuff and everything, it almost feels like impossible. But once you get out, take your bike, get out, ride. I mean, with minimal plan, that should be enough. Just get out and ride. I mean, and then wear all the safety gears. That's it. Yeah, I'd advise like, it's okay to give them the bikes, but give them like with the proper upgrade, not like suddenly give them a 600cc or 200cc bike. Give them like a start with something low. Only once you think that they are mature enough for the roads, then actually you can upgrade. Otherwise, don't. I mean, most of the people don't even understand the potential of the bike when they start. And they normally like end up with something bad. So. They're like all lovable for me, so I'm happy with like just that whenever you're actually on a ride, the same thing I said, like wear all the gears and be nice to people and just enjoy. That's all I want to say.